Hi, I'm Dr. Selena Fisk, and welcome to this episode of Make Data Talk. In this podcast, I help you turn your spreadsheets into stories in a way that's practical, accessible, and hopefully a whole lot more useful than your grade 9 maths textbook. Look, I don't want to bore you from the outset, but today I'm going to talk about two really important kind of documents that are vital in a team and an organisation more broadly. Now, bear with me, because even if you're not in a position where you could influence this documentation or create it, that's okay, because I still want you to think about how you approach and use data in your role. And both of these ideas apply to you as well as an individual. So while I'll be talking through this episode about the broader picture of the whole organisation, I want you the whole time to be thinking about how do these two things apply to me and the way that I approach data. Many organisations I work with believe that they have a data strategy and or a data plan. So these are the two things we're talking about today. When I ask them what they have, they'll often point to, say, a roadmap, a dashboard suite, tech stack, multi-year implementation plan. But I guess it's important to really note, and this is what this episode is about today, is that none of those things are a strategy or a data plan. And it's important that we understand and that we actually have both. And as I said, that's for both your organization or your team more broadly. But for you as an individual, you need to have a data strategy, that bigger picture vision, and you need to have your day-to-day plan of what you do. And so we're going to talk about what they are and what they mean and why we need both of them. So a data strategy is a broad strategy document. It identifies what data matters to your organization and how it's going to create value. It's going to include information potentially about governance, security, a bigger picture rationale, maybe even future kind of investment and tech directions or aspirations. That strategy document is going to answer questions for the reader, like how do we approach and value data as an organization? What governance and security processes do we have in place? How do we hope data is going to change the way people think, act, and prioritize their work and their next steps? So, like any strategy document, it sets the intention for what data means to the organization. On the other hand, a data plan defines what you use, when you use it, and who is responsible. So it answers questions like what data is used by this team, what are they expected to analyze or look for and act on, what data do we want them to prioritize, and who's prioritizing what. And as you can probably work out from these questions, the data plan is what helps execute the strategy. So whether or not it's for you individually or it's your team or your organization, we need both. They're not the same thing and they're not interchangeable. The data strategy is directional, aspirational, big picture. The data plan is operational. It's the day-to-day. What do I actually do in my work day-to-day to work towards that broader vision and aspiration? If we don't have clarity about those two different documents and approaches, then, potentially even the most well-funded data initiatives are going to struggle to deliver really meaningful impact. And it's potentially going to fall by the wayside, all of that hard work that we're putting in. So let's talk about a data strategy first of all. Obviously, it's that big picture vision document. So I guess the challenge is that sometimes I've met organizations, I've worked with people where they've got a really great data strategy actually, but sometimes there can be an assumption that the hard work and the thinking is done. They've set the intention, they've consulted a lot of different people in the organization, a lot of different teams. We've agreed upon a language, the document's been signed off and approved, but we can't stop there. And if we do, often that's where our different initiatives can really stall. If we've got a strategy and no plan, what happens is it leaves teams and individuals unclear about how they're expected to achieve the strategy or work towards the strategy. They don't know necessarily what it means for them in practice on a Monday morning or what it means for them tomorrow. So there might be, I guess, an organization-wide assumption or expectation that data informs decisions and it's used to reduce risk and it's used to identify what we do next. But teams and individuals can be left guessing what that means for them day to day. In their role, what do I actually pay attention to? How often am I reviewing it? What's expected of me when some of those signals emerge? And I guess in this instance, what can happen when you've got people who lack confidence or lack skill, in that uncertainty, the data use can become really optional because they're not going to be able to see the connectivity between or the connection between their day-to-day and the bigger picture. People will engage when they have maybe time, interest, or confidence only, rather than because it's super clear what's expected of them, and they're going along with it. A well-designed data plan, though, does something really subtly different but really powerful from the data strategy. It removes ambiguity. It clearly defines what's used, who used it, who uses it, who's responsible for what, and it shifts that data from being an abstract, or the idea of using data from being an abstract organizational big picture asset to a practical day-to-day input into the work. It answers questions, I guess, that the strategy alone can't. So where the responsibility sits, so when things change, what do we do? Or how often teams should pause and reflect on what the data's telling them. This gets more and more important the bigger the organization is, where we've got people and teams interacting with data for different reasons. Without a data plan, teams might default to maybe collecting more data than they actually need. They might be doubling up from what other people are using. And so it actually starts to create a lot of not only ambiguity, but additional work if we don't have all of these roles and responsibilities nutted out. The reality is, I guess, is that people generally want to do this well, right? Like there's a lot of people in our teams that are well-intentioned, that want to be able to use data better, but really struggle with it. And they kind of say to me, look, I'm expected to use data to inform my practice, but I don't actually know what that means for me day to day. And as a result, their practice can be quite inconsistent and ad hoc. Maybe if they're a data champion, they're doing it really well. Bit of a data ninja, they might be smashing it. But that's I guess more often, it's not the norm. I guess it's a handful of people doing that rather than it being really inherently built into the culture. I guess on the flip side is that if we have a really good data plan, so we have the operationalized plan but no strategy, I guess sticking to the plan can potentially become a bit of a mechanical kind of exercise. If you tell me that these are the things day to day that I have to do, but I can't see the connection of those things to the broader cultural norms or expectations, or if I can't see that it's part of a broader strategy or vision, I might follow the process, generate reports, tick boxes, but without genuine kind of understanding or buy into why those bigger things actually matter. So yes, it might provide guidance on what I do day to day. It misses the why. A data plan doesn't necessarily tell me, what that big picture vision is. So we really need both. We've got to have that big picture vision and we've got to have the day-to-day operationalized plan. And when they're aligned and enacted, it's a pretty cracking combination. We can see amazing things happen. We can see change be accelerated because the strategy is providing that real meaning and direction, but the plan's providing the clarity and the consistency and the day-to-day. Together, they're creating the conditions for genuine engagement, genuine data-informed decision-making, and we step away from just reporting and compliance activities. So if you don't have either of these yet, where do you start? I reckon the first thing you need to be doing is thinking about the bigger vision and strategy. There at least needs to be a rationale. There at least needs to be some shared norms about what does data mean in the decision-making ecosystem of your organization. So that is that bigger picture data strategy. What's our intent? What are our values? What are our priorities? Only from that, we should then be coming and writing a data plan because that's that operational every day. And we're able to, I guess, to make sense of the plan a little bit better in our work because we can see how it fits in as a really key part into that bigger strategy. So when the strategy and the plan work together, we know that data can stop being something, that the organization, I guess, has as an asset, and it starts being something that we do. It's part of our culture. And that's really a really important distinction, and it's where lasting and meaningful change and impact can really begin. And as I said at the beginning, even if you're not in a place to create this data strategy or plan for the team or organization, you've got a vision. Think about what does this mean for you as an individual? What are your broader aspirations? If you were to write a rationale, what might it look like? What might it include? What's the big picture for you? And then what's the day-to-day? What do you actually pay attention to? What do you collect? How do you use it? What do you value? And how do you use that to inform decisions and take those next steps forward? So thanks so much for joining us for this week's episode of Make Data Talk. If you'd like to check out a data diagnostic that I have to work out how well you do data, it's available on my website at both my corporate and my schools pages. There are 2 different data diagnostics available that you can use. And while you're there, feel free to sign up to my newsletter if you'd like to stay connected. Take care and look after yourself.